Hey guys, Mr. Mailhot here for some pre-calculus. We're going to focus on combining functions. Remember, combining just means mashing them together with addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Division's kind of tough, so we don't focus on it as much. You've done it before, like with synthetic division, long division. You've done it. Actually, you've done all of this. We're just making it a little more abstract, dealing with more symbols and letters rather than just numbers and polynomials. Let's do one. I think we did a couple of these in class. Let's do this one here. Let's do this one. Okay. F times g of x, which you remember we could write this a couple different ways. You don't have to have the dot there, or it could also be f of x times g of x, or shoot, you could just do f of x g of x like that. Those all mean the same thing. Let me zoom in a little bit here, guys. Those all mean the same thing. Well, let's look. We got our function bank up here. Let f of x be this stuff. Let g of x be this stuff. Here we go. F of x is going to be x squared plus 4x plus 3. Right? I'm getting this from up here where it says. And now I'm only using the expression part, the algebraic part. That's f of x right there. And we're going to multiply, that dot means multiply by whatever g of x is equal to, well, up here it says x plus 1, so x plus 1. So we got some multiplying to do. Here we go. This is g of x. Let's do it. Keep track. This takes some bookkeeping and some precision to keep track of all these terms. Here we go. X squared times x, x to the third. X squared times 1, positive x squared. We're good. X squared, he met everybody. Let's move on. 4x times x, 4x squared. 4x times 1, just a 4x. 4x met everybody. Let's do the 3. 3 times x plus 3x. Ooh, that was close. 3 times 1 plus 3. Holy cow, that's a huge string of terms. Let's combine some stuff. I don't see anything else with the x to the third. You know, I need a little bit of scratch paper to work. Let's go to a sticky note. X to the third, I don't see any other x to the thirds. It's by itself. We took care of it. X squared and 4x squareds gives you 5x squareds. 4x and 3x gives you plus 7x. And you got your plus 3 at the end. So this is f times g of x. That's what it is. This is f times g of x. Part 2 over here says, well, what is that, f times g of x, specifically when x is negative 2? So instead of x, we're going to put a negative 2. Now, you could do this 2 different ways. You could use this, what we just found, when we found what f times g of x actually is, this stuff. You could plug it in there. Or you could take f and g of x and plug in a negative 2 into both of those, and then multiply your answers. I'm going to do it both ways. Let's do them separate first. Let's plug negative 2 into f of x. So negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2 plus 3. Okay, there is negative 2 plugged into f of x, and we're going to multiply it by negative 2 plugged into g of x. There's g of x, except a negative 2 instead of x. Parentheses first. 4 times negative 2 is going to give you a negative 8 plus 3 times negative 1. Finish it out. Finish them. Negative 4 plus 3 will give you a negative 1 times negative 1, which gives you positive 1. oh my gosh, we better get a positive 1 here. When we plug in negative 2 into this, we better get a positive 1 also. Otherwise, Mr. Melhot made a mistake. Let's do it. This is where it's nerve-wracking. Like, oh my gosh, are we actually going to do it? Here we go. Negative 2 to the third. I'm plugging in negative 2 into f times g of x. This stuff. Plus 5 times negative 2 squared. Plus 7 times negative 2. Plus 3. Here we go. Negative 2 to the third. Well, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 times another negative 2 is negative 8. Careful here. You do this first. So that gives you a 4, then times 5. 20. This is a minus 14 plus 3. I don't know if this is going to work. Negative 8 plus 20, positive 12. Negative 14 plus 3, minus 11. Oh my gosh. 12 minus 11. Heck yeah, it's a positive 1. We don't make mistakes. Yes, we do. Mistakes are okay. But we did it. 1 and 1, they're both correct. You don't have to do both ways. I think this is a little easier, but they both work. All right, guys, this is your homework. Come to class with questions next time. I'm Mr. Melhot. Remember, we're mathematicians. We can do anything we want. See you later.